Hi. So there's some weirdness going on that I have to address because now I realize that I'm in this YouTube bullshit life forever, because that's what it is, right? When you become a YouTuber, it usually, if you're meant to do it, then it's like you're in it forever. There's no way that you're ever gonna not have to do videos, and especially if you run into certain types of people that end up harassing you. So what's going on? All right. Apparently there's some crew of people out there, and I don't know exactly where they're from, but if it's the usual suspects, it's probably Drader, most likely, because he's a psychotic. That literally is into probable murking of people. Apparently there's some sort of crew of people trying to make something out of the fact that I started developing a anime girl character or whatever. She's more than that, but I ain't sharing anything of her because what it is a drag character, and it was going to be my drag character. That's what the whole thing is about. But the first time I put a picture out of her, you cocksuckers, somebody made a fucking a joke account of hers, calling her kitty litter or something. So I know better than to share stuff with you because I'm probably going to make AI videos out of this chick, this character I made. And I'm going to put it on shirts and sell it and shit. But I'm not going to share a single thing until everything is actually, I'm probably going to do an image copyright of everything and stuff. Or at least a trademark on the name. So what's going on? Okay, here's what the bullshit that's going on. They're trying to make weird innuendo about me because I expressed want to develop this drag character. Because that's what it is. And then I decided to generate the images of her as anime. But actually, I have a picture of her. I could show you that she's a live human. That's not a minor or anything. That's her. Okay? That's her. So, they're making some kind of crazy bullshit that I'm some weirdness because I like anime girls, and I'm developing a drag. I have 3 concerts developed. The stage show for 3 fucking concerts with that chick. And I'm going to make, when the AI is good enough, which is very soon, when the AI is good enough, I'm going to actually develop those concerts into live action AI performances and sell them. Because guess what? It's my creation. Isn't that cool? You can create stuff with AI and you own the copyright. And I'll have fucking cunt idiots that have no idea what they're talking about come in here and say, you don't own the copyright. And then you actually ask ChatGPT, do you own the copyright to the ideas that you've put in it? And it says, absolutely, it is copyrighted to your name. You own it. So thanks, AI. But you pissed off your temple prostitute tonight. You know that? You pissed her off, me. No, I'm not a she. I'm a he. But anyway, sorry, you can't even joke these days with that. You're pissing me off with the bullshit. I am literally an advocate for women. Real. I'm an actual advocate for females in terms of their protection against sexual predators of all ages and kinds. I'm an advocate for all the children in the world that are missing, that are probably being sex trafficked by people similar to Jeffrey Epstein, and on a lesser level like Diddy, on a much lesser level. All the pimps in the world, you guys abuse women. Because you exploit them for money and then you don't give them what they earn back. You take too big of a chunk. So there's freaks trying to make weird stuff out of my interest of wanting to develop a drag character. Why am I putting it that way? Because I saw the language, someone in our, a great, awesome person that watches us, that I will never give their name. I'm never going to give names of anybody that actually cares about us and looks at, watches our back and emails us. I'm never going to give their names up because you'll harass the fuck out of them. You've already done it, so. They sent Shanny, and I think it was Shanny's email, I'm not sure which email. But they sent her some shit, messages, saying that they're supporting, quote-unquote, child the CA people, which is untrue. There has never been a case against Shanny for anything having to do with abuse on the boys. Nothing exists. The only thing you got is on me with that shit when I was bipolar so bad I hadn't slept in like 2 weeks, almost, barely slept for 2 weeks, and that shit happened with Zachary. That's me, okay? And what was the charge for that? Well, there was no charge, and it was thrown out of court. The judge said, well, okay, Mr. Egroff, here you are. He looked at the docket. He said, I suggest you not go back to the house. Because if you go back to the house and something bad happens again, then you might have problems and have to come back to where you're at. And I said, yes, sir. And he said, okay, Mr. Egroff, there's no charges. This is dismissed. And then I went home that day. That's the day I went home. I was there 13 days in jail. That's everything. Everything bad in my life now, that's everything right there. That's the worst thing that happened to me. And now I had to be re-traumatized again for the sake of fucking YouTube, which has a huge lawsuit with its name on it. Did you hear Chantal Marie Sorot, Paul Parrot me, when I said that there's a multi-trillion-dollar lawsuit on Google soon for any brave lawyer or any lawyer that has any kind of experience whatsoever could easily make this case in court that Google is liable for all the emotional and psychological damage done to people that are on the platform because they said that they were going to protect creators by having a TOS that people wouldn't get harassed. Guess what? We got harassed real bad, actually. We got harassed real bad, and that means you owe us a lot of money. Google. Their only defense in court, Google, will be, oh, we tried. That doesn't matter. You had an unsafe workplace. Oh my God. I'm not even a lawyer. Like, I'm not dumb. That's the thing. I'm not a dumb person. I can put 2 and 2 together. I have like a 110 IQ, about like 108, 110. I'm pretty simple, but I'm not a moron. So all of that said, why the fuck do I have to do this? Why do I have to do a stupid fucking video like this? Because there's people that are willing to peddle nonsense to you. I'm the one telling you to love women and protect them, and for men to look at them with more respect. That's what I've been preaching on my channel quite a bit, because it's been in the media so much of women being made objects and abused. Mainly in the Diddy case. That's why I've been talking about it a lot, is because of the Diddy case. And now the Epstein thing is even worse, because they're just letting everybody get away with all of this abuse to these young girls, and they definitely went through it. And no one cares. That's in government. But this new look I'm doing and stuff, I let my hair grow out real long, because Shanny likes that. And if you guys are getting some kind of weird vibe from that, that's nothing. It's just aesthetic. Do you know what I mean? But I have weird motherfuckers on Twitter that are like they're trying to put on me I have some kind of weird like thing with like Buffalo Bill from like Silence of the Lambs. You know, the guy that goes, you know, he looks in the mirror and he like licks his lips and he goes, you know, would you fuck me? Because I'd fuck me. That guy. They're trying to say it like I'm like that. But that's, I know what I'm in. You know? I know that I'm in this category of person on the internet is like, it's very hard to even, to some of these people, you take a shit the wrong way to them, and you're a demon. Do you know what I mean? But I just make this response video and say that there's nothing weird, and Shanny would tell you, you know. She knows me inside out, everything. She knows if I have any kinks or anything, which I do. There's some things I have kinks with. But it's nothing crazy, and it's not minors, for sure. I've never been into kids in any way, sexually. I'm just not into it. And I mean that. Like, when I say I'm never into an 8-year-old, I'm never into an 8-year-old. Am I ever into a fucking 13-year-old? No. It's just not, because I like I told you, the closest thing I ever came to being like on the line of something maybe weird was Caitlin. Because I was like 26 or something. Like 26 or 27 and she was 19. That was the worst yeah. And I didn't even know she was that young. Honestly, if I knew she was 19, I wouldn't have been hitting on her in any way. I wouldn't have, we just like randomly connected on Facebook or whatever. Because she was a local girl, and she like went to Adventure Games. So I was like, oh shit, you know, I got friends that go there and stuff, and I've been there a few times. So I was like, oh shit, maybe, you know, because she was cute. She was my type, definitely, you know. And that's it. That's like I haven't had many girls in my life that I even wanted to pursue in any way. I didn't care enough, you know. But she was one, and I took a liking, and it was just I was trying to explain, like, I have no desire to be with something young because it's intellectually not what I'm into. I'm not into that at all, and that's all I can tell you, because I think that's where the allegations are trying to go. And that's hilarious because it's all of them in the hater community that have all of these actual predators. Isn't that funny? The ones that are doing it are doing the accusations the most. Yeah, of course. It's the same thing with Trump. That he said, oh, I'm going to release the Epstein file. Yeah. Because I want to get all of these bad guys. Oh, man, these predators, we got to get them all out. Yeah, okay, whatever. So that's it. I just wanted to address this. I didn't want to go this long with it even. I wanted to do a 5-minute video, really. But I got a little ranting. I apologize to people that are for real and aren't assholes, you know, because you're out there and I know you are and you're cool and I love you, all right? It's all bullshit, guys. I love Shanny. That's who I'm with. I'm a monogamous person myself. I'm with Shanny. That's who I'm with. And I'm not even looking at porn. I don't even look at fucking pornography. Shanny could tell you, I don't even like watching movies with fucking sex scenes in them anymore. I like having a clean, in that way anyway, I like having a clean mind. Because I was a porn addict, and then I see certain things, and it can set stuff off, and I don't want to trigger myself, you know. Peace.